Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today is going to be how to make this little dream catcher. So I haven't got it from a video or something, I just really like making dream catchers, so I'm going to make this from like my own head, which is what you guys can do with yours too, so you can make it any colours, anything like that. But the first thing I've got to do is go into town and get all the bits to make it, essentially. I'm going to make a little Disney one, maybe. There he is. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make a little autumn Mickey dream catcher, maybe macrame in the ears, maybe big dream catcher for the head, but I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to see if I can find some like autumny flowers and stuff, and then I think I might hang it on the wall up here. I know it's dream catcher and it's weird to go in the dining room, but it just won't go in our bedroom, but it might make it look a little more autumny in here. Yeah?
Yeah, it's not too bad now, to be honest, but...
I know, but autumn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back now. I've got my bag full of bits. So I didn't film much out, as you could see, because most of it's from different places. So I'm going to start with the basics of what you need. So obviously Dreamcatcher's around, and we're doing a Mickey head, so... Hang on, it's stuck. So I got this, which is, I wanted just the singular inside, but they didn't do them in the wires, so I got this, which was 80p from Yorkshire Trading. No, it wasn't, it was from Boys, and it's meant for making wreaths, but I thought basically the same thing, because we're going to be putting things, well, I'm going to be putting things on the outside. I'm going to still Dreamcatcher in these bits as well as the middle, but I found while I was out, look how nice these are. Little autumny, so I got 3 little autumny leaves and pine cones and berries. They were so cute, so I thought they would look perfect on here. And then for the ears, I got just some haberdashery rings. Well, tapestry rings or whatever you want to call them. So they will go obviously on top to make Mickey's ears, which will be cute. So I'm gonna Dreamcatcher these as well, which will be a lot quicker because they're a lot smaller, or I might even do something else with them. But then I also got just some yellowy white flowers just to mix in, to add some a bit more colour, and yellow and brown is quite autumny as well, so thought I'd get that. And then for wool or string or whatever you want to use, I've gone for wool because it's a bit thicker. I got these. This one was from Boys, and this one was from... No, this one was from Boys, and this one was from Yorkshire Trading. And the tapestry haberdashery rings were from the Works. They were £2. These were £2.50 each, I think. But yeah, so much. You could probably do like 5 dream catchers out of this. But yeah, so quite a lot. I like this because it's got the brown in it as well as the orange. And this one's just a nice orangey red colour. So yeah, there's all the bits. I also got, that I'll show you, from Yorkshire Trading as well. These pens are £1, all different colours. Like, it's actually got the ink as different colours as the pens. So they'll be cool for my bullet journal. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find the edge of your string, and just wrap your edges of your hoop, whether you've got a hoop like this or whether you've just got a single hoop. You just want to tie a knot at the top, but essentially then you just want to wrap it. So hang on, it's going to be too much. Will this even go through that? No. Need my scissors. A little hack for you guys: if you're like me and your balls of wool won't fit through the holes in your hoop, then just get a piece of cardboard, cut off the amount of string that you think you're going to need, and wrap it around the cardboard, and then you'll be able to loop with that. If you don't cut off enough, then that doesn't matter, it's fine, you can just tie another knot and make some more. I moved into the living room because it's a comfy thing to do and I want to be comfy. And I've put on You've Got Mail and it's the best film ever.
What should I pack for my summer?
if you want to be autumny or holiday or just fall-y in general, you've got Mail as a film for you. Zoe Sugg actually made me think about watching it because she decorated a house and then watched this. But anyway, going off topic, I've fully wrapped the outside. I've decided that I'm going to do some of the outsidey bits in the same colour wool. I forgot to say you don't have to use wool for the outside, you have to use string or wool for the Dreamcatcher bit obviously. Well, you probably don't have to, but it looks better if you do. But you can wrap it in whatever you want, like as long as the outside is covered and is to your satisfaction, then that is fine. I also then just tied on the, I tied the end here and then went up and back down again and tied it here, and I've just kind of swizzled it so that it can be a hangy bit, but it doesn't really matter whatever you do because either way it's going to get covered by flowers or whatever you put on the outside. So I will show you now how to do the actual Dreamcatcher bit. Okay, so you take your string and you start, doesn't really matter where you start, you just tie it on. I'm going to start in this section here, so tie it on, it should blend in if you're using the same string. I'm going to try and tie down that piece if you can. And you want to decide if you're going to make it equal or just random. I'm going to try and get 4 loops in each of my little like sectiony bits. So you want to go up and over and then back through the piece of string that you just did. So then it makes this tight loop and like almost a knot underneath, if that makes sense. So you're going over, under and back through and over the string you just did. And you just want to keep doing that the whole way round. Up, over and back through. And pull it tight. It's important to pull it tight if you want lots of small Dreamcatcher holes. If you leave it loose, when you come back round to doing it, the holes will be really big and the whole thing will be quite loose. So it depends how you want it to look. So just keep going. And this is what it should look like. So you should have your 4 really tight bits. So you just have to keep going the whole way around. And then to go, when you get all the way back to the end, you want to do the exact same thing, but instead of going around the outside, you want to go through the loops you've just made. So through the loop and then back over the piece of string that you've put through the loop. And it's important that you go over rather than under, else it won't make the tight knot. So go through the loop, over the piece of string that you've just put through the loop, and then back on yourself. Pull it tight and it makes the little triangles. This just goes the whole way around, and then you guessed it, when you get back to start again, you want to do it over those other strings that you've just done. So you just have to keep going round and round. Essentially you're just making the outside loop again with your string, and the loop is just getting smaller. Okay, now you've done that big one, You can do it more than what I did. You don't have to leave the gap in the middle. You could do it all the way if you wanted to, it's up to you. But now you've done that, you get your little ones. You don't actually need the outside with the thing, you can just have the middle. So if you wanted, you didn't have to buy one if you're not bothered about it being slightly different, or this, which you don't have to deal with either. You can take the metal bit off and glue it together. But I'm actually going to use these another time. I'm going to actually make some dream catchers out of them, because this makes a really good bit for the hook to go on. So I'm going to take my other one and take the middle out, and you just do the exact same thing for these. So wrap them, and then, oh, come on, oh. So yeah, wind round, round, round to cover them, or you can leave them like this if you like the colour. But I'm gonna make them so they blend in a little bit better. Or will I? No, yeah, I am gonna wrap them. And then we will get sorted with sticking them on. Either gluing them if you want to, or like I'm gonna do, I'm going to just use my thread to wrap them on. I have decided I'm going to half and half see my ears. So at the bottom they're going to be the reddy colour and going up to the orange colour. But I'll do half C in the middle as well. It makes it a bit more difficult, but because it takes more effort and time. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I also like to do this when I don't need the end. So if you tie it there, and then when you start looping, loop over that bit of wool and squish it down, it will hide it. Because I lost the light yesterday, like it got really late and it was dark and I couldn't show you, but I've done these two same way. This one's a little looser than this one, but figured that this far apart it doesn't really matter. But if you wanted, in the smaller ones it looks really nice if you put some beads on the thread as you're going around. So do your loop, go through, put the bead on before you go to do the next one, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm going to now attach these two to the top of my Mickey head. The same flowers as I did, the insides are wire, so you can just wrap them around to see if that's the place you want them to be. All my bits I want. I'm gonna faff with it when it's on the wall, but I think that's really cute. I think that's enough leaves and flowers and things. I'd maybe have it less like they're looking at each other, but I'll faff with it when it's up because it's a bit awkward when it's lying down. But yeah, I really like mine. I think I might do something to like dangle down here, I'm not too sure. You could have also just done it like around the ears, or just in the middle if you wanted to, like a crown. But I like mine around the outside. It's really autumnal, I think, and I like it. The flowers probably would never bloom in autumn, but yeah, I like it. I probably could have put like another flower in if I get some different flowers or something, or I could have just done the leaves, but I thought this just gave a little bit more colour. I might put one more leaf here just to frame this one and pull these down a bit so that it's less bunchy. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to now hang it on the wall, but the last thing you need to do is just chop off all your bits of tying string and things like that, and yeah, then you're basically done. It's just hanging it on the wall. I've decided just to add a couple of plaits just on the side here, just down that side maybe, or maybe just 2 down here. Not too sure. See how it looks when it's hanging up. I might take them off again. But yeah, just on here, so you just need your 3 and then put it through, and then so you put that up through there, and then you obviously loop it around and then just bring that back on itself and through the hole there like that, and then that will knot it on here onto there. See if I can do it one-handed. There we go. So you see how it's gone through itself, and then just pull down. There they go. And then I'm just going to plait them and see how that looks and see how I feel about it. Done. Yay.